Hey everybody, it is Kulipup here again. I was feeling a little cold, so I turned up my heating and got a blanket on. Okay, so I did have in mind, sorry. Okay, I did have a, no, I'm warm again now. So I did have it in mind to do a very lengthy reading. However, looking at all the questions and issues to go within that specific reading, I'm like, oh shoot, I only got about an hour and a half left here. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to need a little bit more time for that reading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that reading to tomorrow, and we are going to do another reading for another anonymous gentleman for today. So, what I am going to do is I am going to read you what this lovely, sorry, my cat is here with me. Her name is Shayla, or her vibrational name is Haskatomba, and you will see that she has no regard for personal space at all. But anywho, so, this live reading, what we are going to be covering is I had this very lovely gentleman message me, and this is his question. He says, "Hello, Ness," or call me Kulipup, of course. "Sorry to bother, but I've been having trouble understanding. What's going on with my relationships? They seem not to last very long. Are all, to last very long. Are all karmatic relationships? Like, are they all karmatic? Oh, thank you, Iris. My cat is very cute. She'll snuggle you to death, though. She'll snuggle the living bejesus out of you, regardless of whether you're doing a live feed or not. Love her to pieces. Anyway, sorry, let me start again. What's going on with my relationships? They seem not to last very long. Are all karmatic relationships? I just want to find a peaceful relationship, but it seems that is not the case. I recently moved to Mexico, and it seems that the majority of the people here are so low in consciousness. And most of the time, I end up alone. I was with the teachings of Ekankar, but recently I left those teachings. I felt that for some reason the teachings have been manipulated from a higher source, and right now I'm like in a state of confusion. I really need some guidance. And yes, I was with the teachings with them, but after a while I stopped doing them because it felt like if the teachings were manipulated somehow from a higher source. I don't know if this is possible, and if, like everything else, how much of this teachings have been altered. I felt confused, so I just stopped doing them for a while. So right now, I'm just, you could say, patient. Hope I would soon get answers from my guides, but nothing yet. Right. Well, my dear, hopefully I can give you some answers for today. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be, of course, covering the issue of your relationships. And my love, you've come to me for guidance, okay? When it comes to this kind of information on a reading, I will be truthful with you. I do not sugarcoat anything. What you get from me is literally the reading that I got from your energy. I'm just reading what I'm hearing here. So I am not trying to in any way cause you disturbance or cause you frustration or cause you anything like that. However, just know that whenever anybody is requesting a reading from me, I will speak truthfully and I will not lie. Okay? That is one thing you're going to have to be prepared for. So if you're not ready for hard truth, you shouldn't be asking me questions anyway. So anyway, I'm going to be giving you some truth based on your relationship and why your relationships recently haven't seemed to worked out as best as you'd want them to. And you say you haven't had any messages from your guides. I'm going to give you some messages from your, a message from your guide because I spoke to them today. And also I'm going to be touching on the Ekankar and their teachings and why perhaps you are feeling lost and why it is not resonating with you. So, and I will, of course, alter this heading to include that as well. So firstly, what's going on with my relationships? They seem not to last very long. Are they all karmatic relationships? Now, I had to write this out, so I'm going to read what I've written here first, and then we're going to analyze this, okay? Just so you can have a true depth and understanding as to what is happening with this. Now, you, my dear, have issues in relationships because you feel you are superior to the women you select. A relationship is about growth and furthering your mind, your heart, your spirit, your soul, progression. However, you have chosen women based on their intellect and their appearance rather than their heart and their energy. This leads you to challenge their intellect because you are an intelligent man. There's, you know, you're more conscious than a lot of individuals. And when this happens, when you are challenging their intellect, when this happens, their beauty no longer satisfies you, okay? They are not blind to your narcissism. They are not blind to your narcissism, nor are they immune to your energy, because we have to remember that women, we are closer to the veil. We are more in tune with our energy, so we feel a lot more. We feel the energy without the words being spoken. Now, so this leads you to believe that they are either being bitchy, insecure, childish, and immature. However, you have not found it in yourself to look at your own behaviors. Now, and as to why this is happening. Now, when I say that you have not looked at your own behaviors, not that you are not conscious of your own behaviors, but you have not truly looked at them and made the connecting dots as to, I am now aware of my behaviors, right? Kind of like the same way an alcoholic knows that they drink, but they're not aware of how deep the issues stem within this drink. So that's basically what we're saying here. Now, you need to make a decision, okay? If you want your relationships to be healthy and long-lasting, you need to look for partners in the same places you look for partners in the same places you look for sex. So I will clarify that, okay? I do not mean that you are trolling the red light district looking for sex or anything like that. Hey, hi Dave, thanks for joining me today. Welcome. So again, I'm not saying here, my dear, that you are looking for partners in the same place that you are looking for sexual comfort. Well, that is what I'm saying, but I'm not saying you're going down the red light district or anything like that. What I'm saying is that when you are looking for your partner, you are seeing their appearance first, and then you are judging their intellect, but then you are still looking for sexual comfort. So we are then basing our whole decision off of, okay, she's a beautiful woman. She's got a little bit of a brain in there, so I'm going to go with that one. But again, you're not feeling her energy. You're not taking into account her energy and who she is in her heart, right? You are looking at the outside and you're looking up here, and we are not looking in this area. Which it's, because as we know, your mind and your appearance can be a beautiful illusion to who you truly are, because your heart is who you truly are. Hi, Josh Shergill. Hi! Sorry if I mispronounced your name. But hello, my sweetheart. So, this will never equate, when you keep looking at the appearance and just what's in their noggin there, this will never equate to a relationship for you that will satisfy your intellect and your need for progression. So what you need to do in order to stop this cycle of short-term relationships that are unfulfilling to you, that annoy you, you need to shift your focus from where you find them, from where you are looking for these ladies, to what you enjoy, and let the right lady kind of find you in that sense. So what do I mean by that? Hi, Johan, my sweetheart. Hi, everybody that's joined me. So what do I mean by this, my dove? Sorry, you can see my cat like walking over like, meow. It's like, yes, yes, yes. Sorry. So what do I mean by this? Well, I mean that you need to shift your focus from where you find them. If you are unhappy with the type of ladies you are attracting, then you need to stop going to those places trying to attract ladies there. So for example, I'll throw it out there. If you enjoy the female figure in beautiful, nicely done up clothing and so forth, no doubt you are going to go to a club or a bar and you're going to see a beautiful lady, right? Hi, Gary. You're going to see a beautiful lady. Now, when you see this beautiful lady, you are then going to be like, oh, you look really good. And then you're going to check out her intellect. I'm sorry, do you see cat butt for a second there? Don't need to see that. Now, you're looking for a very, like, really, you then look and say, like, hey, I want to have a conversation. However, your focus has already been taken by her beautiful figure. Because we know you are down. You've just moved to Mexico, and there are some beautiful women in Mexico. Let's not fool ourselves here. So, if this is where you are finding your relationships, and again, this is an example. You could find ladies anywhere. But if this is where you find the majority of the ladies that you pursue in a relationship, then why are we expecting to find a difference in mentality, right? So for example, if you want a higher consciousness or a higher, like a lady who is elevated in her consciousness or with a higher frequency that can provide you with more intellectual stimulation, you need to go where those ladies are. However, you also need to do what you find enjoyable, right? So perhaps don't look for the beautiful female figure first. Go out and enjoy yourself, right? If you enjoy nature, if you enjoy being in the park, go to the park and just be you. And enjoy the beautiful ladies that are around you there. And perhaps you will find another individual with the same sort of intellect that you have, right? But if we are looking for women in the common places where, you know, everybody, you know, birds of a feather flock together. And I'm not trying to say in any way, shape, or form that you only get lower consciousness ladies that go to bars or go to clubs. Not at all. However, you will find a group of ladies who think very similarly if you are going to those individuals. Just like if you are going to, if I was trying to pick up a dude, and I'm not because I'm married, but if I was trying to pick up a guy and I wanted a higher frequency individual, I am not going to go to the club that goes, yeah, because I know that the majority of dudes that will be in there are going to be individuals who I may not really find intellectually stimulating or on a conscious level, because genuinely I don't like that kind of music, or I don't like that kind of atmosphere. So why would I go seeking a partner who does enjoy that kind of atmosphere? We would automatically not vibe together, right? We wouldn't mesh. So for you, my dear, it is the pattern that you are in. All you need to do is shift yourself, shift your focus, right? To stop this pattern. Now, again, let's go through this. You have chosen women based on their intellect and their appearance rather than their heart and their energy. So we've already covered that. Now, this leads you to challenge their intellect and when this happens, their beauty no longer satisfies you. So let's say you've sought out this beautiful woman at whatever avenue that you've normally sought out, right? Now you think like, okay, great. The sexy parts are all done, right? Now you want to be stimulated with your mind, which you challenge their intellect. You challenge what it is. You speak in a certain way that can be a little bit more manipulative. Okay? Well, is manipulative the right way? No, I don't want it to seem that you are being manipulative in terms of you are purposely trying to do it, but you can twist your tongue a little bit. I do it too. I feel you. I can string words together so eloquently, and I can insult you without you even knowing I've insulted you, right? you can kind of do the same thing. However, when you are speaking, it can confuse some of these ladies. And because it is confusion, it is not that they have such a low intellect that they cannot understand you. It is just the way that you have spoken. Now, with this happening, it literally just means that they're not picking things up the same way that you are speaking it. So when this happens, you then look at them as a lower intellectual individual. When it's not that they are lower in intellect, it is just that you are not connecting with them. So then all of that beauty that you saw before kind of fizzles out, and you're just like, I'm not interested anymore. Right? So again, that goes. Now, and like I mentioned, they are not blind to this. Right? When you are speaking to them in such a way, they are just kind of like, I'm confused. This isn't kind of working in that kind of sense. So, and they're not immune to your energy. They can feel your frustration. They can feel your annoyance. They can feel the condescending tones and energy that you are giving off. And what that leads them to do is then they behave in a certain way. They react to this, this energy that you're giving them. And again, this is where you will then look at them as either being bitchy, if they are kind of challenging you, but you don't believe that their intellect is at the point of challenging you. So then they get bitchy. Or they will say things that are childish and immature, or insecure, right? And it is because, again, your energy is formulating them. It is cause and effect. Cause and effect, right? Johan, you say, it's normal in my case. I don't care anymore about that. About the intellect part or the body part? Joanne, give me a little bit more context behind that one, sweetheart. But anywho, so this is why they come across like this to you. And this is why you're like, nah, I got to end this and move on, right? So, and then I say, have you not found it in yourself however, you have not found it in yourself to look at your own behaviors and why this is happening. If you speak to an individual who you believe is lower consciousness, but you do not respect them, if you speak to them in a way that is condescending, then it will result in an immature, childish, insecure, or bitchy attitude. Cause and effect, right? However, if you believe somebody is lower consciousness than you, and you speak to them simply with respect all the time, because they are still human, they still are, they still have a heart. And in all honesty, it's not that they are lower consciousness, it is just the way you are explaining yourself. Right? If you cannot explain yourself in a way that is clear, that is precise, that is really getting to the depth of your true feelings, that is not on them to understand you. That is on you to change your wording and to change your pattern in order for them to understand you. Right? That is almost what it means to be higher consciousness. The ability to see a pattern and change it. Right? So at the moment, you need to look at yourself for this. Now, Johan, you say just connecting for romantic relationships to prefer to be alone most of the time. Johan, that is absolutely cool. If you feel like solidarity is something that you want, then that's fine. However, I wouldn't close yourself off to it, though. If that right lady comes along and she sparks that in you, then run with it. See how you feel. Sorry, that's just what I got there. But with this, though, again, if you want this long-lasting, healthy relationship, you have to look at yourself. And just be like, if the ladies that I'm in a relationship don't understand me, and all I get is a constant, repetitive, you don't understand me, you're not getting it, and so forth, and confusion, again, look at yourself and just be like, how am I explaining this? How am I communicating what my feelings are? And what is the result in the action that is being taken with it? So, Gary, you say, I like this point. It really makes sense to me. Excellent. Joanne, you say, peaceful without no obligation to justify myself. There you go. Me, I'm going to lie. I like being married. But that is my own prerogative and that is my own journey. Johan, if you like the peace, then shoot, be happy. Be happy. If you're happy, that is all that matters. All that matters. So, with this, that is my advice for you, my dear, when it comes to your relationships. Okay? Not all relationships are karmatic at all. However, your relationships do reflect what is within your heart. Okay? So if in your heart you have a little bit of narcissism, or, thinking that you are, if you have it in your heart where you're thinking you are slightly a little bit better than a lot of the people around you, then what you are going to attract are people that do not resonate with that. Okay? You're going to attract people that don't resonate with that whatsoever. You're going to attract people who feel very much the same and who are looking at you based on your appearance and your intellect, right? Rather than what is inside your heart. So yes, again, it's not all karmatic. It is just what is there. Now, if you were to change this, and if you were to change your heart and just be like, nah, you know what? I'm no better than anybody else. I may be able to see things that other people can't. I may be able to speak in a different way that a lot of people may not understand. But genuinely, I respect everybody and all peoples and every intellect that is out there, every frequency that is out there. I respect everything and everybody. Then what you will find is you will find a lady who vibrates on the same level. Okay? And vibrates on the same thought frequency. And when you have a lady that vibrates on that same thought frequency, you will find that she will be more expansive and be able to challenge you more, right? As to what it is, what you're looking for. But again, if we're basing things off of, ooh, you seem like you've got a brain and you've got a nice body, then this is what we're going to get, right? So that is what we've got there. Now, we were speaking about the teachings of Ekankar. And you were like, you felt like they were being manipulated somehow from a higher source. You don't know if this is possible. Now, before I actually got your message, I had no clue who these people are. So I quickly kind of went online and I'm like, okay, let me have a look. So I went on their website. And this is what I can tell you about Ekankar. So this organization, and this is just from me being able to see a pattern, to see a meaning and using my own intuition and my own abilities just to suss out the person who created it. Okay? So firstly, if you are an individual who understands frequency levels, I know there are some of you who are watching and you definitely do understand frequency levels. The leader of this Ekankar, who has created this religious kind of teachings and guidance, is in a physical frequency level 3.8. That tells you enough. Oh my goodness. The higher your frequency, the more you are able to see truth and feel truth. The more your psychic abilities, your pineal gland activates, and you are then able to discover more meanings and patterns and meanings. Of course, the individuals that created this, they cannot establish patterns and meanings. They vibrate at such a low frequency that they tend to miss out most of the truth. Now, I am not saying that these are bad people. I am not saying that they are lying to you and that they are liars in general, but they are misguided. So the Ekankar, after having a look on the website, looking at the founder, I will tell you what I see and why I would not, or where I am basing this opinion. So firstly, the one thing that I notice is the individual that created this, Sri Harold Klemp. He is an older man, okay? Why am I like, Because when you can truly gain messages from the divine, you gain the knowledge of how to reverse aging, right? How you reverse aging. You will not see me get old. I tell you this now, you will not see me age. I will look exactly the same as I do today in the next 200 years. Now you may be like, wow, this lady thinks she's going to live to 200 years. No, I don't think. I know. And you know why? Because I actually have my pineal gland open, because my frequency is higher than shit. Right? I have so much energy behind me that I know that my body can be powered for the next, well, technically it's 250 years, right? Or until I feel like dying, right? That's basically going to be it. So every single day, you will see me get either, I will literally get younger or I will stay the same. Either way, depending on how much cake I feel like eating in that day, right? Shivanji, hello, my sweetheart. Hello, hello, everybody. Johan, the name of this guy so the group is called ECKANKAR, okay? Ekankar. And the individual that runs it is Harold Klemp, okay? Harold Klemp. Now, I'm just getting this information just from their website, all right? So, firstly, oh, thank you, Shivangi. Thank you. You look at you all sweet. Check you guys out. See, I get compliments all day long, and it's like, hee. I'm such a nerd, I know. But anyway, so, for one, he has his photo up on there, and I'm like, I see a man who is in ill health. He is dying. And this is why I tell everybody, if you truly have the word of God behind you, God will clearly state to you, you don't need to die, for one, and how to take care of your body to prevent this. So for the fact that he is old and he is dying just shows me that he is lacking in this knowledge of the divine. Okay. Sorry. Carlos, you say frequency. So the way we speak has power. Definitely. It is not just the frequency in the way you speak, Carlos. It is the frequency of your entire vibrational being. Okay? It is your entire energy. When we speak, we are commanding or directing our energy and putting it into whatever we are focusing on at the moment. This individual right here is dying. So his energy is being sucked and taken away and being placed and mismanaged. All right? Because when your energy is managed correctly, you don't age. And the reason why you don't age is because your cells have enough energy to replicate and reproduce. It is only when they are lacking energy that they start to degrade, right? And that is where aging comes into place. However, if you've got lots of energy, a cell dies and a new one forms, right? So that is one thing I got for you right there. Now, having a look, another thing, now I only just read the kind of mission statement they've got here. So God speaks through the voice of conscious, holy scriptures, feelings, and even the positive urgings of others. Yet there are other ways. God's voice also reaches us through human love, intuition, dreams, the spiritual exercises, or a direct experience with the light and sound of God. Now, they also say our workplace, home life, church attendance, school life, and many other interests can reveal valuable insights about our responses to the voice of God. Our goal in ECK is simply to become more aware and grow spiritually. A co-worker with God does that. A co-worker? Okay. Oh, Shivanji, how to get rid of old thoughts and focus on positive futures. I will definitely do that. Carlos, you say, sorry, I will speak on that in just a moment. I'm going to try to stay on topic though. Carlos, you say, I stopped following Iseki because I felt like my energy was being taken away. Yes, right? If you are following an individual that is literally dying and you are following their steps, then how do we expect to live healthy if we are following somebody who is dying? Anyway, let me get on to this. Helen, you say church. Ugh, right. So let me put down there why I have gotten this reaction. So firstly, one thing I noticed, that if you are truly getting a message from the divine will always encourage you to look inside yourself. Always. Because that is the only way that you are going to contact the divine. Because through divinity, you speak through energy. Energy is feelings, okay? This is what we do. We feel energy and we interpret that into whatever language, or we interpret those thoughts and feelings. Correct? Right. Now, God will literally encourage you to always look inside. So the fact that these individuals go to a church, okay, is false. Sorry, this goes into religion because, again, I know very, very much so about the higher power, okay, about the universal energy. And in nowhere, whether you are looking through scriptures, whether you are looking through just, if you want to do any sort of research, and especially if we are basing this on the Bible, and the next things I say next, I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to go spend 15 or 20 minutes and just do a little research online, okay? That's all I'm going to say. You don't have to take my word for it. You can say I'm completely bullshit if you want to, but do 20 minutes of research and focus your attention on this, and you will see all the dots that come together. So, in no way, shape, or form, if you are following Christianity, because this is an individual that looks like they do Christianity, I know spirituality, but they're speaking of God and everything, but and they're talking about the Holy Spirit of creation and everything like that. Jesus, right, which is a lot of what these holy books are based off of, Jesus was an anarchist. Jesus said, your temple is your body. Worship in your temple, which is worship in your body, through stillness, through meditation, through silence, right? Through understanding your energy. Jesus went into the churches that were erected and told them, what the shit are you doing? Why are we having these gold pillars, fixtures, offerings, and everything like that? This is not where you worship. You worship inside. Okay? So for one, if you are coming to any religious places and they are telling you that you need to go to church, that is rubbish. Okay? And again, I'm just going by the teachings that I've done in terms of research and, of course, inner knowing and when you find the truth, right? The next thing I can see is God speaks, but do we listen? If so, how subtle is our response? We are a co-worker with God. False! False! You are not a co-worker of God. You are God. You are a fractalized piece of God, of the universal energy that basically wields time and space, manifests, puts everything into order, right? That energy is the love energy that self-organizes. You are a piece of this energy, okay? You are not a co-worker. That means that you are separating yourself from this energy. And you are believing in your mind that you are literally separate from the universal divine energy. And that's not the truth. You are the universal divine energy, right? So there's a big separation. Now, when you separate yourself and you believe that you are separate, it means that you believe there is a higher power that is not you. If you believe there's a higher power that is not you, then you are in servitude to that higher power. Nothing of what the universal energy is, source creation, God, Jesus, Vishnu, anybody who you want to call, all of these holy beings, not one of them truly wants you to be in servitude. That goes against the laws of nature. When you are in servitude to another individual and when they are asking you to give recognition or following of something else, they are teaching you that you are powerless, that you need to consistently ask for something. You need to ask for this and that, rather than just simply knowing that I am you, you are me, my energy is your energy. The energy that is around me is what I wield. I create my own world. Because when you take back that power, that's when you see things happen. Right? So, Carlos, you say, so any teachings that threatens your being is bad. Yes, exactly. This is why I cannot stand religion over truth of your being. Right? Anything, anybody that tells you that you are less than, anybody that tells you that you need to seek a higher power because you are not worthy is false, is a manipulation to the highest form, right? So many individuals get trapped by the false illusion of enlightenment because they separate their being, they separate their heart, and they separate their energy in their mind from everything that is around them. So what they tend to create in that instance is a life that is revolved around servitude. So put it this way. I am a free woman, okay? I do not follow any religion. However, I do understand very, very intently that I am a part of the universal energy. Now, because I know I am a part of the universal energy, I understand how to wield my energy. Meaning, if I want happiness in my life, I focus my energy on happiness, and happiness and love come back to me, right? However, if you are an asleep individual and you are giving your energy away in servitude to anything else outside of yourself, you will find that your life will reflect that. You will no doubt be in situations where you are often work, for example. You have programmed yourself to believe that you have to be in this system of unhappiness. You know, consistently going into a job that doesn't serve you. That may, yes, it may put a roof over your head, but you are living a life of misery because you believe that there is a higher power that is taking care of things for you. So you're just going to continue on in this pattern. Waiting, right? Being a victim to whatever fate or destiny, whatever God's plan is for you, right? So you stay in cycles of pattern of misery. You know, you will often find that individuals who are used to following orders and again, believing that they are less than, will often take the opinions of somebody else and will not think about it. They will take the words and opinions of other individuals and literally second guess their own opinion. Because again, they believe that something else is better than them. Hi, Susan, sweetheart. All right? And this is all bullshit. When you understand, right, that you are a part of this awesomely divine energy that is around everywhere. Like I go back and I say, I'm a free woman. If I want happiness, I have it because I know I want it. And I tell my energy to bring that to me. I don't literally follow the teachings of anybody else, right? Because I understand my energy and I understand that I am love, that I am pure love, right? And there is no higher power than pure love. So if I'm pure love and there is no higher power than pure love, it means that I am the highest power in my own right, in my own world. So if I'm the highest power, it means I'm in control. And if I'm in control, I'm not choosing a life of servitude. I am not choosing a life of misery where I have to go into a church every week. And if I don't, something bad is going to happen to me. Because that's bullshit, you know. I am in control of my life. And when I feel like something isn't right, I'm in control. So I fix that because I make decisions and I make the choices for myself because I am not in servitude to any belief system. Now, sorry, I gave you a really long rant there, so I apologize. Oh, this part gets me going. Tell me about this. the Creator, the highest being, speaks to creation through the Holy Spirit, what do we believe the Holy Spirit is? The Holy Spirit is your higher consciousness. Right? It is a higher consciousness that vibrates on a high level of love. So your Creator, the highest being who speaks through the Holy Spirit, is your higher consciousness. So if your higher consciousness is speaking to you, they are speaking through your energy. Okay? And we all feel our energy. And if, like I say, your energy is going to speak directly to you and about you and for you, right? Your energy is not going to be spoken to you through somebody else. So it's like I say, you know, I dish out a lot of this stuff. And even to this day, I will tell you, you don't have to trust in me. You don't have to follow me. I don't want you to follow me. I want you to follow your heart, right? I literally don't want, you are the creator of your own world. I can give you my experiences and I can teach you as to how I gained control of my own world. And if you feel in your heart that you want to follow that, that's great. But I am definitely never going to say, hey, follow me because I have all the answers. No, I'm going to tell you, hey, take what you need from me and then go about your journey. Live life. Be happy. Do whatever makes you happy and reclaim your power. Right? I may just trigger the awakening process, but after that, go live life. Right? Go live life and be happy. Carlos, yes, your energy frequency, your physical frequency level is 5.7, okay? So 5.7. The average individual within this world is currently residing between 3 and 4, or 4.9. So you are at 5.7, so your energy is a little bit higher, right? So that is no doubt why you felt that with the leader of this ECK group here, who is lower frequency than you by at least 2 levels. So for example, he is in 3D and you are in 5D in terms of dimensions, right? You're in a higher level, so no doubt you are now looking back and being like, yeah, that doesn't seem right. It doesn't feel good, because you're now using your feeling, right? You're feeling, you're translating the feeling of energy and knowing, hey, this doesn't feel good. I'm following the teachings of somebody who cannot establish the patterns as quickly as I can. All right? So, what do we got here? Jade. Hi all again. Hi, Jade. Samantha, you say, sorry, may I ask also, okay, I'm going to try, like, this is something I try not to do too often, because I answer one question and then I swear I get so many, everybody else wants to know. But, sure, why not? If you're on here and you want a frequency check, I'll do it. So Samantha Jade, your physical frequency at the moment is 4.9. You are at 4.9, my sweetheart. Susan, you say, my love, you have helped me so much, body and mind. I don't want to go anywhere. Oh, well, I am happy. Until, Susan, you get to the point where I'm like, I ain't helping you anymore because you have grown your wings. Now go fly, fledgling. And I push you out the tree so you can fly. Because remember, I'm a teacher. I will guide you, right? And I'm going to guide you so that you can grow and go live life, right? So that you can grow, go live life, live it happily, and stop being a student and finally go just do it, right? Gary, you say, how can I get aware of my frequency level? Well, I can tell you right now, Gary, your physical frequency level is currently at 4.8. You are 4.8, Gary. Let's have a look. Iris, your physical frequency is currently at 9.7. Well done. Well done, Iris. Okay. Susan, you are asking, your pendulum says physical frequency level 12. Susan is at 12.7. 12.7. Well done. So yes, Susan, you are, ooh, you're going to get your crown real quick. You are, and you're elevating enough to get past that blockage of your heart. I love it. Samantha, how can you read your own? I actually have a couple of videos on this. If you want to pop over to YouTube, and let me have a look here, and I'll tell you which video it is specifically. So if you know what I'm going to do? I should post that. I really should post that. But if you go on YouTube and you are looking up Source Truth, I had it here. Where are we here? Regrow our teeth, training for empathy. Okay, maybe I haven't posted it yet. Or the new one anyway. But if you go into my playlists on my channel, and by the way, the link to my channel is on my profile. So if you go to the top and you go a little bit to the left, you will see a link to YouTube there, and that is my channel. And at that point, there is a playlist called Frequency 51 New Members. Okay, and in that playlist, there is a video, and it is how I find your frequency levels, so explaining to you a little bit about how I physically find them myself, and then there is easy ways to check your frequency levels is the next video below it. So so please have a watch, and you'll see. Okay. Helen, yeah, you're stuck with me too. Oh, yay! I'm happy to be stuck with everybody. Until, again, yes, you have grown to a certain point where I am literally booting you out that tree so you can fly and discover all the joys of leaving the nest. So, Jade, your physical frequency level at the moment is currently at 12.8. Well done. No wonder you are close to getting your crown. Susan, no, I love you. Don't worry. I'm always here for guidance. But when you get to these high frequency levels, best know, though, that I want you to experience life, right? Being in training, being in development is beautiful, but living life is also wonderful, right? That's why we're here. Go live life and enjoy it and develop whilst you are flying and enjoying life. Shivanji, yes. Even, I got a beautiful master. I won't go anywhere. My master is with me rock solid, and I am so blessed having Master Kulipup in my life. Oh, Shivanji, you're just going to make me blush all over the place. Now, okay, this is just turning into too much praise, so I'm going to move on a little bit. Consuela, your frequency level at the moment, my heart, is 5.8. Okay, Consuela, you are 5.8. Excellent stuff. Iris, will you continue with the charts? Yes, I definitely will. It is a project that is going to take literally, now we have new members, so it's going to take me about 22 hours to complete. And so I have to kind of, I gotta find all that time. So it is going to take me a little bit of time to complete, but just know that I'm going to get it done. All right. Susan, I'm dancing and smiling. I'm going no bloody way. Okay. I love you guys. Kulipup, is Lorna the same? She's doing so much in seeing. Okay. Lorna at the moment, she is at a physical frequency 11.9. So she's getting there. You're a little higher with her at the moment, but she's getting there. Okay. Hartwick, Kulipup, may I have my first frequency check? Yes. And then I'm going to get back onto my lecture. Hartwick, your physical frequency level is currently at 6.7. Yep, 6.7. Sorry, I was like 6.8. It's like, no. Or it's like 6.79, right? So I'm like, nah, we'll say 6.7. You are very welcome. And hello, Lukaust. Thank you for joining us. And Lukaust is doing wonderfully, helping me with some of the frequency levels for my chart. So hopefully that will go a little faster. Anyway, so let's go back to this. Now, that is what I have for ECK. Now, this wonderful individual wanted also a message from their guide, okay? Because at the very end he says, I'm hoping I would soon get answers from my guides, but nothing yet. All right? You're very welcome, you guys. So, what is the message from your guide, okay? This is the message to you. Now, I wrote this down because I am going to be sending this individual this message directly as well. So I am going to read the message I channeled from their guide, from their spirit, their higher consciousness, to right now. Kulipup, if you could be so kind as to tell my avatar, which is you, my dear, it's you, not to worry. He needs to focus on his health and wealth right now, not on his relationships with women. My vessel is in distress financially and monetarily. This is causing us to produce far too much negative energy, and it is keeping our vessel in a state of poverty and lack of. I want to associate more with your love and light energy to give us the boost we need to get out of this dire state of negativity. Please be aware, and this is again to you directly, sir. Please be aware that I am not your subconscious or conscious entity when I say the next words, and the person's name is there. But you are in a state of turmoil and despair from your own doings. We can get out of this, but you need to focus and make better decisions. I got you, friend, and I love you. Please help me help you by choosing love over darkness. And I have your spirit's name too, which is your true vibrational name also, my dear. If you use this name and you are pronouncing it correctly, you will incite the ethereal power that you have, right? And it's really darn cool, because when you use the name, you understand it, and you speak it, you feel that, right? Just the same way, I do not use the name that I was given on my birth certificate. This Ness that you see, like, you know, I only call myself Ness on Facebook because Facebook made me do it. Otherwise, please call me Kulipup, because that is my vibrational frequency name. So when you say Kulipup, when you are requesting my help, my guidance, when you are requesting my love energy or anything like that, when you say my name, Kulipup, you are bringing forth to you all of my energy and the power of it, so that you can request from me what you need. Charles, please tell me my name in this context, please. I have this thing about telling names. So, Charles, I promise you, if I do a reading for you, I will tell you what your name is, because I need to access your name to access your past history and speak to your spirit and guide. So, if you message me, Charles, for a reading, perhaps I will, not perhaps, I will give you your name at that point, because it is a necessary thing I need to do. So that is if you are happy with this. Carlos, is this message for me? Well, are you the individual? Or are we, does this resonate with you? So let's have this there. Sorry, 1 second, my sweetheart. Okay. Charles, a 5K reading. Oh, Charles, no, I have that on my booking system. Only, like, literally, only for those people who are, for one, if they're wealthy enough, and if they are, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say this, lazy enough to not want to follow through on my teachings. I do all my readings, I do them perfectly for free. All right? As long as you're happy with me doing them on a live basis. Okay? If you want to remain anonymous, that's totally fine. Your reading is still completely free. But trust me, Charles, even if you said, I want to give you $5,000 for a reading, I would literally discourage you. I would say, why? Charles, why would you waste your money like that? I give you the information for free. All you have to do is put a little bit of effort behind it. That is all. So, Charles, you say, I will put in the work. Excellent. Excellent. That is all I would ever ask for, because, Charles, I will literally give you all the information you need to know. All it's going to do is take you a couple of months to get there. That's all, or whatever effort that you want to put in, right? So the $5,000 is really a deterrent for people, because I'm like, I want to teach with my time all day. I don't want to do private readings all day because I can't teach as many people. This is my purpose. My purpose is to teach and share this knowledge. So any time that takes away from my purpose with connecting with you guys, with giving you this information, with changing your perspectives, and if somebody is demanding that focus of mine, right, and where I can't share it with everybody else, well then yeah, the energy has to be exchanged. But I will always, always, always want you to simply, we can remain anonymous, but let me help and heal you for free. I don't want the money. I really don't. Again, it is totally a deterrent. So, let's have a look here. So you say, Hartwick, you say, yes, perhaps it resonates with all who were meant to hear it. Exactly. And that's what I need to, that's why I'm speaking. It's kind of like, my words are not for just every single person blanketly. You are here with me right now for a reason. Because I follow the universal flow of energy, right? And I summon to me people, only the people who need me will find me. Otherwise, I'm a recluse, right? So if you are here with me right now, it's because you need to hear something I'm going to say. Because it's going to trigger something in your thought process, something in your journey that is going to elevate you in some way. I don't know what words that I said that are going to do it, but something's going down tonight. So expect that you will feel, when those words have come to you, do expect to feel some tingles, some vibrations, maybe a little pressure on your forehead, or energy traveling up the back of your head through your kundalini. Now, let me just make sure that I've got this here. There we go. Okay, so let's have a look here. Carlos, it kind of cut off. Sorry. Oh, no worries, sweetheart. Okay. Consuela, you say, please, I would love to know my name too. Oh, sweetheart. I know everybody asks me for their name. And what I will say to you is this. If you are asking for a reading and you are happy with me doing it public, I will get your name for you. Okay? However, if you are trying to develop your skill, I really, really implore you to try to find your name yourself. It provides a great sense of accomplishment, and it is a wonderful development tool. So with me, so I'll give you an example. If you wanted to know a math problem, for example, if you wanted to know what 157 plus 150 is, right? Now, if you don't know how to do math, what do? You go get a calculator, okay? And you type it in and it's going to give you the information. That's the same way as you asking me, right? I'm like the calculator for you. You're asking me the question and I'm just giving you the result. However, that does not teach you how to find the answer yourself. So what I like to do is I like to say, I want you to try to solve this problem yourself first. It took me 3 months to develop my connection to be strong enough to find out what my vibrational frequency is. Right? 3 months, 90 days of doing this. I wouldn't give it up for the world. Because during those 90 days, the things that I developed within myself, the way my mind was triggered and opened in order to find this information is amazing. Is amazing. I wouldn't give it up for the world. So that is why I am so much more hesitant when people are asking for their names. That is why I'm hesitant to give it to you, because I do not want you to lose out on being able to discover that 157 plus 150 is 307, and being able to do that without a calculator, right? So that is what I will say there. Do try it. Try to follow the steps. Try to raise your frequency high enough that you can get a clear connection so that you can develop and find your own frequency, vibrational sound and name. Right? It's so much more worth it. And the accomplishment that you feel is so deep and so wonderful. So, Consuela, I'm going to ask you to do it, to just try a couple of times. Try a couple of times. And if you're still super frustrated and you're just like, no, blah, 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 then I will for sure consider getting your name for you, depending on where your frequency is at. Because if your frequency is really high, then I'm going to be like, no, I'm going to encourage you to keep going and keep trying because you're really close. However, if you really need that boost, then I can come in with some assistance. But again, let's try not to use the calculator here. Let's try to use our own energy, intuition, and develop our own skill in order to get this information. So let's see what we have here. Charles, you say, no effort, no growth. Exactly, Charles. Exactly. And remember, I am first and foremost a teacher. And I love my students. And it is my goal to develop my students. Right? My goal is not to feed you information and say, follow me blindly. No. I want you to do everything I can do. I want you to do every single thing I can do. Whether that be with reading the energy, feeling your heart, finding truth in your everyday life, and trusting in yourself, loving yourself and accepting yourself, and wielding the power that you have within your own world and within your own universe. That's what I want for you. So I will teach you how to get there. Right? I will teach you how to get there. And then when I've taught you, I'm going to go bugger off on an island somewhere and bask in all the beauty and the love energy that now the world has created, and now we can all rest bloody easy and relax for a while. That's what it is. Oriostian and Oriston, love you, Kulipup, and I love you. I love you guys. Mwah! Love you to pieces. I am you, you are me, we are one. That we are, Susan. That we are. I love it. I love you guys. Consuela, you say, I understand. Thank you. Thank you very much, Consuela, for understanding. Right. Okay. So that is what I have, or let me see if there was anything else from this reading that I wanted to go over. You did want to know if the ECA are being manipulated from a higher source. No, not from a higher source, just from the subconscious entity. The conscious entity that is manipulating these individuals to seek outside themselves, their power. And again, when you seek outside yourself, you are constantly in a loop of servitude, and servitude only produces frustration, pain, and suffering, which then feeds these entities with negative energy and allows their existence to permeate through the entire existence of mankind, and it is foul and stupid. So, yes, not a higher source, but a lower source is the ECK being manipulated by. Kim, you say, I feel good vibes every time I watch your live. Yeah, and that the reason being is because, again, I'm a very high frequency individual. I've just given you guys some of your frequency levels. Mine is like, I don't even count anymore because I don't even think that there's numbers in existence that can measure how high my frequency is. Tillion, quadrillion, whatever it is. I'm just like, you know what? I stopped counting after the millions because I'm like, why? It's not like it's going down. So I'm like, I don't care anymore. But yes, you may find that you feel very uplifted after you've watched my videos. You may find that you, again, have buzzings going on in your brain, or energy traveling up the back of your neck, or you may have tingles all over your body, right? And that is because as you are listening to me, and especially if you are listening to my truth and accepting that as truth, and you're feeling it in your heart, your energy is responding. Love energy responds to love energy. It attracts. Love energy is truth, right? It's black and white. It's truth, right? So this is what we're getting. So the more you listen to me, the more you will get these kind of vibrations. And please do not freak out. You may start seeing things in the corner of your eye because your pineal gland, through our energy connecting and through you taking some of my energy, which I freely give because I want everybody to develop, right? Once you are getting this, you are going to find that your pineal gland opens and you're like, what the shit is happening around me? And the veil to the ethereal will start to be lifted. Okay? So yeah, this all happens. This is a regular thing. Don't worry. Carlos, you say, I thank you for this guidance. I feel lighter and with more free spirit. Wonderful. This is it. Because the truth is freedom, Carlos, my sweet. It is freedom, right? Nothing in what I say should ever make you feel like you are bound in servitude, right? Or that you are doing anything wrong. All of the guidance I will ever give you will only ever benefit you. And it's free. Nothing is taken with love energy, only given and reproduced after that, right? Because it's self-generating. If you live in love, if you live in light, you will only attract more love and more light. So if you start making better decisions for yourself, if you start eating better, right? Getting all these chemicals out of your system, right? Stop putting chemicals on your body in your system, you know? Start seeking knowledge. Start looking for the truth. Start meditating, being silent in your mind and gaining control of this, right? Because I want to teach you how to gain your control back. Because once you have that control, nobody can take it from you. And I sure as shit don't want to live in servitude. So why am I gonna want my brethren? You are me, I am you. I don't want to be in servitude, so why the hell would I want you to be in servitude? I want you to go live life and be free, because it is wonderful when you are free. Wonderful. So, Kim, you say, oh, I missed that. Yes. Hartwick, my energy has definitely been responding, made me tear up a bit. Yeah, it happens sometimes. It happens. Because again, the more you focus on me, focus on my eyes, focus on my heart, right? If you literally hear my voice, think of my image and focus on me, just think like, what does Kulipup feel like? And just be silent and focus on it. You should have this wonderful bursting feeling in your heart, right? Because we are all one, right? Saying my name will help you to conjure up the feelings of your vibration within your heart. That's why I say it. Say it loud, say it proud, and use it freely. Just whatever you do, please do not say my name in like, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. Don't say my name in vain, okay? Whatever you do, do not ever call upon my energy to smite somebody else, curse somebody else, or wish ill on somebody else, okay? Don't do that. If you are ever using my energy, which I give it freely, only use it for love and light, because it is very, very high. So if you are wishing ill upon another individual, you are literally wishing ill on yourself. Because remember, I am you and you are me, okay? I am you and you are me. So if you use my name and my energy for ill intent, you are literally just, it's like punching yourself in the face. Right? So whatever you do, do not say, Kulipup, give me the power to rid this person off the world. Don't say that. Say, Ness, give me the power to rid, because then nothing will happen. Right? So whatever you do, please do not use my energy in a negative way. It is there freely for you. Always and forever. Take what you need when you need it. Right? And live in love and live in light. But just for the love of Jesus and cookies and all things beautiful, don't use it for anything negative. Because it hurts my heart. It really does. When I have a spirit who has come to me and who is, you know, when I come into the knowledge that an individual has used my energy for not good things, and then I have to welcome their spirit to me. And their spirit is now my spirit, because literally, with them using my energy so terribly, it strips them of all power, and then their spirit is just like, where do I go? So I'm like, come with me. I will be with you. You will help me with healings. You will help me, like, oh, I love you so much. So I hate that. I want people to be with their spirits and to live life and be fruitful. It's wonderful. Okay, so we say, RuPaul, you say, again, I am with my family and feeling heavy. Damn, my relationships. Sweetheart, if it doesn't make you feel good, shift your focus. Go somewhere else. It's okay. It's okay. Do what's good for you in this moment, you know? Kim, in the heart, we are together. Exactly. Always and forever, whether you like it or not. We are. We are, because we are all the same energy. Susan, you say, may I ask permission for your help when I see Ben in 2 weeks' time? Of course. Of course. Like Susan, literally, you know, you can call my name and just be like, Kulipup, can you come with me on this? And can you help guide the messages through so I know what I'm doing? And you know I'll be there. My energy will be there. I'll touch your shoulder and my energy is yours and you're going to get some clarity coming through. Right? Lucas is also perhaps would like to help because, you know, she is master healer as well. To be honest with you, Lucas will probably know not go with you anyway because she's awesome like that. So anywho's. So again, this is what I have for you today. Thank you ever so much. I was going to do another reading. Again, it was a very, very lengthy reading, and I hope to have the time to do it today, but time has literally gotten away from me. So I'm going to have to, again, move that one to tomorrow. So we're going to be doing 2 readings tomorrow. And those readings, one is going to be a healing. We are going to be doing some physical bodily healing and some psychological healing at the same time as well. Now, I will invite anyone who wants to come in with that healing to connect with me so you can feel the physical healing that I'm doing with my Horions at that point. And if you want to, again, have a live demonstration of as how I do my distance energy manipulation and astral projection healing, right? Now, I do it through empathy and sentience as well. So when you connect to me, you will then feel what I feel when I am healing this individual. And so it's kind of like, you know, when you go to a medical, a university hospital or something, and you have a doctor, and then you have all the trainee doctors coming around looking at the patients, learning. This is basically what it is except for it's for empaths. Empaths and people who are looking to learn this. So please, please, tomorrow we will be doing that, and I will be posting when that is happening. Carlos, you say, thank you, Kulipup. I love you. I love you too, Carlos. I love you. I can't help it. I love you. I love myself, so I love you, and I love everybody. It's great. So yes, Susan, oh, Helen, you say, yes, please, Susan, I love the interactive. Please, definitely, definitely. So if you want to be a part of this interactive live healing lesson, just pop on here and you'll connect to me. And don't worry, for those of you who are just like, is my connection strong enough? Will it work? Don't worry, because I asked to project over to you and I touch your shoulder too. So for that time, for this learning, this lesson, basically, my energy is your energy for this learning practice, right? So you're going to start to feel a lot of stuff. But just remember, if things get too hard, you can always disconnect at any time because it can really start, you really feel it. I really mean you feel it. Consuelo, you say, what time to be on Facebook tomorrow? I have to check with the patient at hand. So I'm currently arranging what is the best time, but what I will do is I will arrange that within the next few minutes, and I will post it as a schedule as to when we are going live for that tomorrow. It will be in Eastern time. Helen, you say, will you tag me, please? Helen, I am so sorry. I thought I could tag a lot of people, but it takes ages, and I just got frustrated. I'm like, screw this is annoying. So what I'm going to say is if you, I will post what time I'm going to be there, and then if you want to watch the clock, but also if you click on the follow, if you go onto my profile, and there is, of course, the button that says follow. It is currently, normally it is on default, but if you are going to switch it, I think you can get my lives to come at the top of your news feed, right? So even if you just want to switch it for tomorrow, so that it comes up really quickly. Susan, you say, I do a lot of walking on. Yeah. Well, that's good. I hope so. If that is walking for your health, that's wonderful. If that is in regards to my analogy about students walking around their trainee doctor, then hey, yeah, that's even better. So we're going to do that, and we're also going to do another more deeper reading for to clear out a lot of other psychological issues that may have arisen for a specific individual who is choosing to remain anonymous. Both of these individuals are remaining anonymous, so we won't get the names today, but that is okay. You can connect to me and you can feel at any point. Right. So to conclude this live, if you enjoy the information that you hear from me, please share it if you believe it is going to help somebody else. Please share it, right? We cannot expect to evolve if we keep information to ourselves. All right? Healing is for everybody, not just for a specific few. So please share this so that you can so that we can spread the word together. Hi, Nancy. I'm sorry. You're coming at the very end. Oh, sorry, sweetheart. Also, if you are on your own spiritual journey and you're just like, hey, this lady sounds like she's resonating with me. It makes a little bit of sense and I want to know a little bit more to help me out on my journey. Please pop over to my group, Frequency 51, Personal Development for the Evolved Mankind. There we have a whole group of wonderful individuals who are on the same path, who want to know more about their frequency levels, how to evolve, and are supporting each other through this evolutionary process. Because I tell you, raising energy, it's hard at first. But once you get up there, life starts to get a hell of a lot better. I tell you that much. All right. If you find that you are in need of a psychic reading and perhaps you're just like, I'm just open to any reading that you can give me, then please pop over to my other group, Frequency 51, Psychic Readings, Guidance, and Psychic Guidance, Life Coaching. Sorry. Jesus, I don't even know my own. I'm sorry. Frequency 51, Psychic Guidance, Psychic Readings, Life Coaching, and Guidance. I got it there, like 5th time's the charm. Why I make these things. But anyway, please head over to that group. What we have in there is some lovely individuals who have been through the Frequency 51 Personal Development for the Evolved Mankind, who have raised their frequency and who are finding their line of truth. So they're going to be able to offer you some great advice and guidance as well in your times of need. So I definitely recommend popping over to that group. And of course, if you enjoy these teachings and these lives and you want to have some more lives and you want to listen to some other teachings, pop over to my YouTube channel because that's where I upload all my videos, whether they be lessons on my whiteboard or just simple lessons that you can listen to in the background as you're doing it. So that's wonderful. Jade, how do I become a reader? Well, my dear, you are high frequency. You're about to get your crown and everything. So all you got to do is literally when you are a high enough frequency, you don't have to do any testing or anything because I feel your heart. I feel your vibration and I feel your capabilities. So all you got to do is let me know and I will literally pop you on to the page and you are going to be a reader, my sweetheart. That is it. None of this like, oh, are they going to be accurate? Well, no, because you're high frequency. Your accuracy is there as long as you are just like using it. Right? So it's wonderful. Anyway, thank you ever so much, you guys. I hope to see some new members in the group. I hope to see some shares so we can get this information out there. And as always, I love you and I appreciate you. And let's evolve together and let's be better together. I am you and you are me. Thank you ever so much. Take care.